members, Miss Heidi here, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I have this book called Fry Bread, which is written by Kevin Noble Maillard. And today we're going to be doing a read along and following the recipe in the back of the book. So let's get started. So to make this recipe, make sure that you have permission and supervision before you get started, and then we can go ahead and get started. So the recipe starts by saying we need 1 pint of water. So 1 pint of water is 2 cups of water, and you want to bring that to a boil. So put it in one of your pans, and we're going to bring this to a boil. So step 1 says bring 1 pint or 2 cups of water to a boil in a medium pot. And next we're going to add our cornmeal to the boiling water. So that's going to be 1 cup of cornmeal. Add that in. And we're going to mix this until it's smooth. We want to get all those lumps out. Right? And once this is all mixed up and nice and smooth, then we're going to reduce our heat to medium. And we're going to add our cold water, so our 1.5 cups of cold water, and we're going to cook until thick. And you also want to make sure you stir continuously to prevent lumps in the mixture. So now my mixture has thickened, so we're going to remove from heat and let cool in the pot. Step 2, we're going to take a large bowl, and we have our cooled corn mixture in here, cornmeal mixture. And next we're going to add some other ingredients into our bowl. So we're going to start with our yeast. So it's going to be 1/2 ounce of dry roasted yeast, which is approximately 2 packages like these if you're using the packaged kind. There's 1 package. And 2. Make sure it's all in there. Okay. And after we add our yeast to our large bowl, we're going to add in our sugar. So that's going to be 1 cup of sugar. And next, our salt. So 1 teaspoon of our sea salt. And we can mix this up. And next we're going to gradually add in our flour. So we're going to add 3.5 cups of flour, a little bit at a time. And you're going to want to use a whisk or a potato masher to mix this up because that's going to help prevent any clumps. And the recipe also says that you can sprinkle in some water to moisten it up if it seems a little dry. A little bit more flour. You want to make sure you have a very large bowl to mix all of this together. And keep going until you have all of that flour mixed in there. That was the last of my flour, so now I just want to make sure that it's all nice and mixed together. And the more flour you add, the harder it's going to be to mix it up. So it's going to be a little bit of a workout. All right, my dough is all mixed together now. So now we're going to cover it with a damp towel and let it rise for 3 hours. All right, here is my dough again. And now step 3 says, once the dough has risen, it should be springy and sticky. So let's go ahead and check our dough out. You can see that it's definitely risen. It's a lot taller. So now we can start frying our dough. All right, and now next we're going to heat up our coconut oil in an iron skillet to a medium temperature. And you want to make sure that you have permission and supervision again, because we're going to be frying our fry bread. So we're going to pour our coconut oil inside of our pan. And you want to make sure that it is enough to submerge your dough when you add it in. There we go. And you can also get the rest of your items ready for when we start frying. So we're going to need to make sure our dough is nearby, and we're going to need 2 spoons. And we're also going to need a plate with paper towels. And you'll need more paper towels because you want to add a paper towel in between each layer. So now I'm going to heat up my coconut oil to a medium temperature. After a little while of heating up your oil, you can check the temperature of it. So our instructions say to test the heat by dropping a small portion of dough into the oil. It should gently sizzle but not splatter. So to do that, take a spoon that's covered in oil so that it doesn't stick so much to your dough, and drop a piece of your dough in. And it's sizzling but not splattering, so I think we're ready to go. All right, so we're going to take our oiled spoons, and we're going to get about a golf ball size piece, is what the instructions say. And I'm going to try to make mine into a little bit of a saucer shape or a ball, and drop it in. And let it fry for a few minutes. And the instructions say to let the dough fry until it cooks to your desired color, which is light golden or dark brown, which should take about 3 minutes. Then we're going to use a pair of tongs, these here, and we're going to flip our dough over to cook the other side. And then we're going to remove it from the oil and transfer to a paper towel lined bowl or plate. We'll let that sit for a few minutes. All right, it's been a few minutes, so now I'm going to use my tongs to flip it over carefully and press it down just a little bit and get the other side fried. Right, I'm going to take my tongs now and check the other side of my fry bread. Nice and golden in color, so it's ready to come out. And now I can make more fry bread. And another tip, when you're making the bread, you want to make sure that you keep your spoons nice and oiled, and you can dip them in the oil a little bit like that to pick up your next piece. And you can also try making them in different shapes, making them longer or larger, and just make sure that you add extra oil if you need it to make sure that your fry bread is submerged when you're frying it. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye!